All right, it says I'm live. Hello, hello, Neil. How are you, buddy? So, Gary is working on a part for my pickup. Red had a wheel bearing going out. So, he needs to take her to Missouri for camp this week. So, we've spent our Sunday working on vehicles. Had to replace another brake caliper on my Subaru, and then a wheel bearing on, or the wheel bearings, both sets, on one of the wheels on Red. So we're at his friend's house, and they're in the garage trying to get a clip out so they can take the bearings out and make sure we get the right ones when we go to O'Reilly's here in just a little bit. But yeah. So that's what's going on. What's going on with you guys? Sorry, it's going to be a little jiggly, bumpy. And it is hot here in Kansas. Is it hot everywhere else? It's kind of weird talking to myself here, but I guess it's all right. But yeah. Whew, nice breeze. Stick my arm out the window and catch a breeze. Whew. But I was doing chores, and yeah, helping Gary where I could. I'm not much of a mechanic, but yeah. And yeah, getting stuff done. So he'll leave tomorrow, and I will be working the homestead by myself, which isn't that big of a deal. But anyway, I'm starting to wonder if anybody's going to come in. Is everybody out at the lake? That's the wrong place. There we go. That's the best lighting. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button. But checking notifications, see if everything's right. So everything's going okay on the homestead. Little Mama has 5 live piglets. So she had 13. Oh. I hit a wrong button. Okay, here we go. There's everybody. Wow. Okay. Hi, Shar. Shar's in here, but she can't comment. I don't know what that's about. I'll have to see if I can figure that out. Hello, Evelyn Newman. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Neil. Hello, Lynette. Misplaced Country Girl, good evening. Hot in Illinois. Ooh. 101, Evelyn. Wee wee. We're not that hot. It's like in the 90s, but I think that's hot because it's been in the 80s, 70s and 80s for so long. Oh, goodness, sorry. Just don't have a lake, man. I'd love to be in the lake. Hot in Utah. Snowed 2 weeks ago, and now you can fry an egg on the sidewalk. I feel ya. Hello, 9 Acre family. How is my family? How did you guys do through the storms? We did good through the storms last night. We did go ahead and go to our friend's basement I felt bad because their grandkids were over and wake everybody up. Well, I guess not wake the kids up. It was the adults, and they got everybody went to the basement. But then right before it got to us, the rotation fell apart, which is good. But 9 acres, did you guys do good? Okay, Char's going to get on Steve's phone and see if she can comment and stuff. Hello, Kevin. All right. Good. It's good to see everybody in here. It is a hot one. We have a heat advisory here in Kansas. But, yeah. So I'm sweating up a storm. So excuse me when I wipe my face because the sweat's bugging me. But anyway, yeah, it's a little warm. There's a nice breeze, but good. Wind, but not much. Good, 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 good. Good. So just south of us at Severy, they had quite a bit of wind damage and power out. And so we have some friends down there, and crews were going down to get their power back on today. But yeah, so we've been hustling today, trying to get ready for Gary to go to camp. And till Tuesday evening, Evelyn. Wow. Hello, Jan. Yeah, Gary's working on the getting a clip off 106-degree heat index. No wonder I'm so hot. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna turn the truck on and pull the window down. I can't do that. I'm not driving. But anyway, I got my windows down and I just dropped my glasses in the floor of the truck. Sorry, guys. I probably should have just left them, but anyway, they're on the console. But yeah, I have had lots of water because, I have to drink lots of water anyway. But, all right. So anyway, we are working on vehicles. Gary's got to go to camp, and he's going to go to Missouri to camp, and I'm going to stay and hold the fort down, hold the homestead down, milk the cow every day, and take care of the animals. So we did get Alan took home, so he went back to Circle 7 Farms. And Mitchell, hello at Henrikson's Farm. How are you? And Nana at 9 Acres Farms. Hello, hello. Anyway, so this will be our second trip to Emporia today. We had to go get a brake caliper for my car. So both brake calipers on the passenger side of my car have been replaced. We got all new rotors, all new brake pads, all new emergency brake pads. So Susie Bell is ready to go. Yeah, she's been making a little bit of noise when we drive her. So she hasn't got driven much in a year. So anyway, so we just decided we needed to get her fixed, especially with as high as gas is. So she is good to go. And then we were driving the truck last night, and Gary realized that he heard noise. I didn't hear it. He did. And then, but then when he jacked the truck up and rolled the wheel, you could hear it. So the bearings were going out on the front passenger side of Red. The Red is our F-150. That I am in the Beast right now, the Gray Beast, which is our big Chevy 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive, but that gets a whopping 11 miles to the gallon. So we hate to drive it. So Gary really needs Red running to go to Missouri and back to camp. So anyway, it's getting parts on. But anyway, our subject today is growing your own food. So most of us in here grow a little bit. Oh yeah, Shar. So Steve Grisham is going to be Shar. So Shar, it's pretty. Yeah, Red is a 2-wheel drive. Yeah, Red is a 2-wheel. So Susie, all-wheel drive Subaru, and then the Beast are the only ones that have quote 4-wheel drive. Susie's always going. But yeah, the garden is pretty drowned out. We lost some onions And but we are super impressed with the. Oh no. So anyway, it says my phone's getting too hot. Need to stop battery charging. I think I'm gonna start the truck and roll up the windows. That's what I'm gonna do. Turn the air conditioner on, cool us all down, because my phone says it's getting too hot. So hopefully we will be able to continue to go live here. But yeah, gardening. So as you guys know, we grow quite a bit of our own food, even down to herbs and spices at times. So yeah, we have hit the like button. Thank you so much, Mitchell. And yeah, so so we have we raise our own beef, we raise our own pork, we raise our own chicken. We've got quail growing out right now. Started with quail again, and we have rabbits, and we have big gardens, which are not all planted. Can't hold my fan on the vent. Well, can you hear me? But yeah. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear me over the rushing vent sound. But anyway, yeah, we have quite a bit. So tell me what you guys are growing, if you're able to. I understand that some folks have, different reasons and different circumstances, actual circumstances, where it makes it difficult for them to raise any of their own food. But we've got quite a few. Okay, good, Neil. Thank you, Neil. Yeah, I give up and start there. I guess the phone saying it was hot was enough. But yeah, the truck says it was 106 in here inside the truck. But yeah. So I was getting a little warm. No wonder. And I'm not supposed to get hot with my low blood pressure and stuff, but that's okay. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dale, for doing that. Hey, Dale, there is a lady flirting with you in the chat. I see it right there. There's a little smiley face with hearts all over it, and it's Nana with 9 acres. Oh my goodness. Oh, and you're flirting right back. Oh my mercy, guys. Keep it family friendly. Keep it family friendly. Just got to pick on y'all. But we had a great time this week. Meeting with 9 Acre Family Farms and with Gathered Together Homestead in Garnett, Kansas. Gary didn't get to go. He had to work. And since he's taking this whole next week off to go to camp in Missouri, his family puts on a camp. And all right, Misplaced Country Girl says veggies, herbs, spices, and squirrels. Only I could catch them. Oh, that's cute. PG rated. PG is parents' guidance. We need G rated. Just beef and pork this year. Didn't get the garden. You know what? That's all right. You can always start next year. And you know where y'all are, if you have time, fall gardens do really well, Mitchell. But you guys totally get that different circumstances in folks' lives, different time constraints. There's so many reasons why people struggle with or cannot grow gardens or raise their own food in some ways. Eggplants are looking good. Herbs are doing well also. Awesome. Good, Shar. Cool. Our eggplants, the one that is in the raised beds looks good. Everything in the raised beds did amazing. And we're really struggling, especially in the new little garden. Maybe we didn't pick a good spot because it's right where all the water drains from the hill that we sit on. So I'm not sure that was a good spot. And that's where we lost onions. The onions in the raised beds are phenomenal. They're doing great. The little garden is struggling. You feed the squirrels so they stay out of the garden. That's good. Waiting for the sun to down so you can water. Yes, waiting for that sun to get down. We don't need to water. We got water last night. I did have to water some of my plants that I haven't gotten out into the ground. And I've got to get some planting done. Tomorrow morning while he's getting ready for camp, I've got to get going. And I've sold some chickens, so I've got to catch them tonight and deliver them tomorrow and pick up one of our extra kids that's going to camp with Gary. And so I'm just going to deliver chickens to their house and pick him up and bring him back. And he and Gary will go to camp. And then it'll be just me, and I'm working on the homestead, doing all the chores, milking and everything. But little mama's doing good. Like I was saying earlier, I'm getting running around here in a circle. But little mama had last week, Memorial Weekend, she had 13 babies, and 7 of them were born and were not okay. They were dead, or deceased, not alive. They were born not alive. And then one, it appears like she rolled on it maybe, and then so she has 5 left. All right, newer raised beds are not doing so good, but the older ones look good. I wonder what's going on with the newer ones. Tomatoes, jalapenos, bell pepper, lettuce, cilantro, green onions, green beans, cantaloupe, and squash. Awesome, Evelyn. Chickens, quail, pork, kale, cucumbers, eggplant, potatoes, tomatoes, zucchini, cabbage, mushrooms. Awesome. But yeah, so we are doing our best to grow what we can. We did have to pull some of our lettuces. They got bitter. The iceberg lettuce, the black seeded Simpson, the butter crunch, and the ruby red, they all have gotten bitter. We have been eating store-bought soil. Gotcha. It doesn't have any living biomes in it, probably. And who knows if it has, soil tester. If you can find somebody with some rabbits, I would throw in some rabbit manure if you can find it, or some worm castings. Misplaced country girl. Okay. 9 acres have peppers and jalapenos and bells. Gotcha. Yep, amendments and they'll be fine. That is correct. Exactly. That is mainly why we got rabbits. I love using the rabbit manure, and to me it's worth paying extra feed cost. I do supplement their feed, so they have access to feed at all times. I keep their feeders full, but I also give them grass, and that really helps their feed bills. Awesome, worm castings. Good. Yeah. So we have we are going to have our chicken processing class on the 2nd of July. So if you're interested in that, let us know. I kind of need a head count so I know how many to prepare for. We are not charging for this class. This is a free class. I am going to advertise it out in a couple other places, and we're going to try to start as early in the morning as we can. There's not that many chickens, and if there's not many hands, make light work. So hopefully we can get it done quickly and get them cooling. We do use fish fertilizer at times, yes. Oh, Beth says hi. Well, hello, Miss Beth. And but yes, we do use fish fertilizer or fish emulsion at times, especially on our corn. And we'll probably be. I need to pick some up when we're in Emporia because we meant to pick it up the other day and forgot. I'm just waiting on Gary and his buddy Paul are working on that assembly, trying to get the wheel bearings out of the hub. So, because they said they had several listed on the computer to bring it in with us. So I'm taking back the core, the old great caliper off of my little Subaru. Just started seeing good results. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, especially for our corn, we've been using fish emulsion. We did not put fish. We tried to go fishing and catch fish, and at least put fish heads and the bodies under our heels in the traditional way, but we didn't get that done this time. And that usually takes care of that if you put a small fish under your hill, and then you build the hill over the little fish, and that usually fertilizes your corn. But I didn't get that done. We didn't get that done. So we've been we're going to have to use fish emulsion to fertilize. But anyway, yeah, we have lots of herbs growing currently, and it still says my phone is hot, but it doesn't feel hot. So I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to plug it back in and see if it'll charge now. Because I'm afraid my battery's going to die. But anyway, I've got this down by the vent. Okay, so we have two kinds of kale that grow tall. We have the walking stick kale, and we have the palm leaf kale, or the Nero de Toscana, and they both grow tall. So we'll see. The Nero de Toscana is also called black palm leaf kale, black palm leaf cabbage, Nero de Toscana kale, Nero de Toscana cabbage, and dinosaur kale. Those are all the names of that particular kale, depending on your seed provider, distributor, I guess you would say. That is the kale that we're raising. We also have 1,000 head kale. I don't know if it grows real tall or not. It seems to be growing as tall as the walking stick kale right now. And so we have 3 kinds of kale in the raised beds right now. And I've got 3 kinds of tomatoes and 3 kinds of tomatoes, or 4 kinds of tomatoes, and 2 kinds of peppers, and onions, broccoli, cauliflower. That's the one closest to the greenhouse. And then the one that's a little bit out has 1,000 head kale. Sorry guys, I'm picturing it in my brain, so I'm closing my eyes to pull up the picture. It has 1,000 head kale, and then it has 1,000 head, and then it has turnips, the Nero de Toscana kale, onions, radishes, and the Paris Island lettuce is what's left in there. Yes, dinosaur kale was the milder one. It is really green, and it's really, really good raw, and we like the flavor of it. The ones that have the stronger flavor are the 1,000 head, the 1,000 head kale, 1,000 leaf, or 1,000 head, however they call it, and then the oh gosh, I lost it. And the walking stick kale, they have like more of the kale flavor. The dinosaur kale, or the Nero de Toscana, tastes a little more cabbagey, actually tastes a little bit more like spinach, and we really enjoy it. It's really good raw. And yeah, ooh, here we go. Misplaced Country Girls says, I have several kinds of tomatoes, 4 kinds of cucumbers, 3 kinds of radishes, 2 kinds of carrots, lettuce, spinach, 3 kinds of eggplants, 4 kinds of hot peppers, bell peppers, red, white, and yellow, and sweet. Awesome. Long list. Yeah. It's awesome. There's more. Yeah. I'm only naming. I haven't even started. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you liked it. Good, good, good. Yeah, I have the 2 raised beds. I have my herb garden. I have the big garden and the annex to the big garden. I have the 2 little gardens. So yeah, I think we are out to about 25,000 square feet of gardens plural altogether. Because I also have another place where I have garlic along in the yard, and I also have my strawberry beds, and I have where my asparagus is. Dinosaur kale is extinct. I love that. Evidently, it's not. 7 high raised gardens. Good, 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 good. We are starting to kind of discuss moving more towards that, and a little bit further away from the market garden, in-ground market gardens. We're just going to have to see how this year goes. But yeah, so the raised beds have done very, very well in that small space gardening they've provided for us as well as for other people. You know, because we've taken stuff to market, we've given stuff away, we've done our food boxes. We have about two a week that go out. You built them yourself. That's awesome. Yeah, that sounds great. Grace and Fire, hello, hello. Yep, heavy clay. We have heavy clay as well and been mending it. Yep. Yep. That's why we like the rabbit manure so much. It's not near enough. We've hauled in truckloads and truckloads and truckloads of cattle manure as well as putting animals on it. Like some of the gardens are where we've previously had pens. Like the big garden annex had been previously been hog pens. The Three Sisters Garden, we haven't started it yet, and we're not sure we're going to get it done this year. But if we get the Three Sisters Garden done, it has been a goat pen and has been we put the round pen for the cow, been a cow pen when we had to dry lot her for a while. Oh yeah, love the raised beds. Yep. Oh, nice! A tumbler composter. That is nice. I use my chickens, but those tumbler those composters are nice, nice, nice. But yeah, so we have. I don't know how it. I don't know how many peppers and tomatoes. So I've got almost paste, and then I have 3 other kinds of paste tomatoes: the San Marzanos, and then there's 2 other paste tomatoes that I don't remember their names, that I got from Sandy from Suburban Homesteader, Arizona, Wyoming, Arizona. Sandy sent me a packet of a bunch of different seeds, and then we have hillbilly striped tomatoes. We have Abe Lincoln tomatoes. We have a Jet Star. We have a Lemon Boy. We have Jubilees. We have 2 different kinds of brandy wines, beefsteak, 2 different kinds of cherry tomatoes. We have the little sweeties, the large red cherries, and I guess we have 3 because we also have the yellow pears. Yeah, videos. I'm gonna have to go check them out. I am so sorry. I don't have very much time. I am working really hard right now to try to keep everything up, and I apologize. I appreciate everybody that supports our channel, and I feel guilty that I can't reciprocate. I try to, I do my best, but it just doesn't always work out. Yay, I'm getting help from 9 Acres for Chicken Processing. Thank you guys. Sandy sent you rhubarb. Yes, that's awesome. She is so sweet. I love her. You're trying Lemon Boy this year? Awesome. So are we. This will be my first time with Lemon Boy. Our friends, Gary and I's friends, Ed and Cindy, that homestead here in town, and they homestead. Oh, mercy, y'all. They are amazing. They have they grow lemon boys, and so they had some extra and gave me some. Pepper, that's not even all the tomato plants. I'm sure I didn't dip varieties, but peppers, I have like maraschino. I'm gonna say I'm wrong. Pepperoncinis. I have pepperoncinis. I have hot wax peppers. I have yellow banana peppers. I have Santa Fe Grande peppers. I have San Marzano peppers. Not San Marzano, excuse me, Serrano peppers. I have chili pekins. I have 3 different kinds of bell peppers. And I have 3 different kinds of jalapeno peppers and poblanos. I think that's all the varieties that I have. And I have many of those plants, a lot of them. So I'm going to have to count and see how many we've lost that have drowned. But, you know, we put in over 100 of Gary. All right, let's see. Oh, cool. Grace Under Fire. Hello, Heather. Hello, Doug. Yellow squash is crowding it. Yeah, the yellow squash tends to take up. Hi, Lori. Yes, Barb, it is a busy time of year. Yes, the yellow squash takes up a lot of room. We have yellow, zucchini, butternut, and trying to think all the squashes we have in so far. We don't have the butternut in yet. I'm going to plant that this week. And then we have 4 different kinds of cucumbers as well. We have 4 different varieties of beans, green bean, or different kinds of beans. We have our red cowpea in. Hello, Doug. Hello, Heather. Gary is working on bearings for my red Ford pickup, so that he can take it to Missouri tomorrow. Oh, Susie's here. Hi, Susie. Yeah, thank you, Grace. And Fire. Please hit the like button, everybody. I'm going back to see if I missed any comments here. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, I think I got. See if I can find. Hello, Susie. Susie's my friend, y'all. She lives down the road from me. Yeah, training up. Yeah, sometimes that's what you have to do. Smash the thumbs up. Thank you. Everybody's saying hi. Thank you guys for welcoming everybody in. Welcome each other in. Charlene, new to my channel. Hi from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Hello. Yep. A misplaced country girl says hello, Susie. So you must be friends with my Susie. Yay! I like having friends in common. Cool. New to your channel from the Cape Cod, Massachusetts. We're going to start this truck up again. Oh, there we go. I didn't do something right, guys. But anyway, I am getting this thing warm, cooled down again because it was hot in here. But yeah, so Gary's working on the truck. He's going to get it going so that he can take it to Missouri. And he got my car fixed, and there he is, guys. They've been missing you. They've been asking me about you.
Oh, were you shooting at me?
No.
Oh, they were missing me.
Would be cool though. Yeah.
Hey, there's a reason I drive Chevrolets, folks. You cannot put bearings in that. It is a one assembly.
Really?
Yes. It's not physically possible. I don't know how. You just have to look at it. It's like they've welded something. They put the bearings in there and welded it together.
Okay, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
Paul's got a commercial account. They've got the part. I've got the number written down in my pocket. It's $146. We're headed that way.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so here we go. We're going to Emporia to pick up. That's the fun thing about having. Wait, you got a car coming. It's right here behind these trees.
Yes.
Ouch, Gary. Charlene, 9 acre.
No.
Talking about the Ford.
Yeah. I've been known to badmouth Ford and John Deere and drive both of them. So.
Hey, I like my Ford. I usually am a Chevy person myself. I've always liked having my Suburbans, and my favorite car that I ever had was a Chevrolet. And then the Suburbans. But I really, really like Red. She has been a great truck.
Is a great vehicle.
And we are really blessed to have her.
And the people that provided her,
yes.
We are still very thankful. Her, him,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
That
Them.
Red Ford pickup.
Yeah.
We are really thankful for that. And a brake rotor is not that big a deal. I probably should have gotten on and watched a YouTube video on how to do it.
On the brake rotor?
Yeah, so it's got to be replaced.
Oh, the whole rotor.
Whole thing.
So just take the assembly out and then put it back on.
Yeah,
okay.
It would have been easy if I'd have watched the video.
Yeah, to know. And then you guys are spent all that time trying to tear it apart because they told us at the parts house that they could only get the bearings. Okay. Well, Jeff was sure that it had came all in one assembly.
Yeah, and it had to have.
Yeah. So he had changed one. Jeff had changed one for us already. Yeah. But he couldn't remember.
When I beat the bearing race to smithereens and it fell out in little chunks, then we figured out there was no other way to get it out.
Yeah. Okay. Dale says that Ford, Dodge, and the newer Chevys are all that way.
Yeah.
So what's
four-wheel drive Chevys that I've always driven? They've always been that way. Just go buy the whole assembly. But kid at the parts house said, no, that's not the way. And the two-wheel drive Chevys that I've driven, they're not that way. You just they're just tapered bearings. You just pull them out, replace them. And so I thought, okay, it's a two-wheel drive. That kind of makes sense. It didn't work that way.
Oh, wow. I'm way behind on the chat. Garden is outside your apartment. Awesome. I'm so glad. Honk when we fly past.
Who said that?
Honk when you fly past. When we pass Susie's house.
Oh.
We got to honk. Well, it's going to be in just a couple minutes.
Fixing to cross the river.
We're fixing to cross the river. I'll show you, Suze. You'll know where we're at. We're coming down the holler. There's the holler. And then we're going to got the next hill, and then the next is the river. That's where we're at. We're going to go. Are you speeding? So now we're crossing the verdigris. So, yeah. Are you excited?
Well, just got going trying to get that apart.
Off my patio. Charlene Grady is a GMC girl. And yeah. Misplaced Country Girls, I'm for whatever runs.
we're kind of that way too. I mean, if it comes down to it, what I prefer is Chevrolets. And I'm not going to say GM products because there's little pickups. I prefer a Ford Ranger over an S10.
Yeah. But
full size, I like.
His way says it's all I can afford. Yes. Yes. Well, and that's why we have Susie or Subaru. Don't forget, Susie, we're coming up your hill, darling girl. And
mile marker 88.
Mile marker 88. We are headed. Chuck, hey Chuck.
What's up, Chuck?
So we are headed. There we go, Suze, flying by. He had to set the cruise control because he was flying. But we are headed to the big, thriving metropolis of Emporia, Kansas, to get parts for Red, my Ford pickup, so that Gary can take her to Missouri for camp this week. He's taking a bunch of kids to Horsemanship Bible Camp. And they're going to learn about horses, they're going to learn about themselves, and they're going to learn about Jesus and their relationship with him. So, yeah, he's going to go teach a beginner horsemanship class. How to not get stepped on the horse, stepped on by a horse, how to clean a horse. Yeah, I guess they're going to clean a horse.
Scoop poop 101.
Scoop poop and feed it and water it. Yeah. Bye, Miss Lynette. Did you have to go? Yep. See you later, Miss Lynette.
Sometimes I gotta say that well, I don't know that we know how to live without community. Community is so important.
Yeah.
And many of you guys in here, you guys are our community too. And some
Yep.
of you guys have helped us in those binds, and hopefully we help other people in those binds. And even if it's just information.
Susie says that they love the F350 Beast Rod has. Toot toot, she heard you honking. Oh, me. Everybody's saying hi. Doug says he prefers his Dodge Ram diesel. And Susie says she waved from the kitchen. That's on the other side from the road, Suze, but hello.
I saw you.
He's such a liar. Not normally, but he's fibbing.
I'm practicing to go to Washington, D.C. Oh, that's getting political, ain't it? Sorry, I can't do that.
You can't get political.
No political.
Yeah. Doug says pretty soon we're all going to be riding horses, but the hay prices are going through the roof. Honk honk. Honk honk. Yep, you're going to have to learn to walk. Homestead, where you are. Hello, hello. You can barely hear Gary. Well, I'm sorry.
My old pickup's a little loud.
It's a little loud.
Got tires on the roar a little bit.
Homestead, where you are, is at work, but they're listening. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew,
Guys, we really like our Ford pickup. Actually, it's my preferred thing to travel in. Is that F-150. I like traveling in it. It's Cindy and I slept in it under the stars at Baker Creek. Slept in the bed. We really like it. I'm planning on trying to find a camper shell for it so we can camp out of it more and go to more of the conferences and stuff and sleep in it. So
we're driving too, Miss Deanna. All right. Gas where we live is
paid $4.79 for it last night.
$4.79 a gallon.
Yes. Yeah, I guess we got people on here.
Cindy's loud and Gary's quiet.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
That's it. That's it. That's life with us. Okay, so I'll try to get you closer to him and try to get it this way. So, yeah, I think we're caught up. Oh.
I may stop at Opie and get me a drink.
Yes, that sounds good. $5.99 a gallon. Willow Way. Hello, Willow Way.
So are we're just talking about the pickup problem?
We've talked about that, and we've talked about gardening and what we're all raising. Everybody's listed what they're raising. You had some points you wanted to bring up with
Yes,
this.
I do. Can you guys hear me now? So I've got a question. When we raising our own food is a big part of why we homestead and a big part of our homesteading journey, and has been since I was a kid. That's been important to me. And even there's even a cute story about before Cindy and I got married, and me asking my mom about what it'd take to raise the things that was in Cindy's favorite dish, which is spaghetti. But so raising our own food, and as we've raised our kids and we've gotten better and better and better at it, I wish we started raising our kids when we were at where we're at now, as far as knowing how to do all of it. But there's things we're strong at. There's areas in our food conglomerative that we are stronger at, and things we're weaker at. I'd say we talked today and we tried to figure out, when you talk about areas of food, like your fats and oils and your meats and proteins and your vegetables and your grains and starches, which ones we're stronger at and which ones we're weaker at. And I think probably grains is our weakest. part of that is because we learned that we don't have to have a lot of grains, and we just kind of don't eat as much of that, and it's pretty cheap to buy whole wheat flour. And we also do some bartering for like turkey red wheat. We actually bought some from Rain Crow this last week, which is a farm not far from us, and we bought a little whole turkey red wheat flour. But I'd like to know where you guys are strongest and where you're weakest. We're definitely strongest in meat and proteins, but we're pretty good at vegetables and fats. Definitely good at our dairy. So we'd like to know where you're strongest and weakest at in growing your own food.
I do have some things to learn about dairy. Hard cheeses. I'm struggling with them, and I really would like hard cheeses.
And dairy's a new journey for us.
Yes.
We're just maybe a year and a half, 2 years into our dairy journey.
2 years, because
2 years?
we had...
Oh, because of the milk goats.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had milk goats first. Are they closed on Sunday?
Sure looks like it, don't it? It looks like they're
closed.
not a soul in there.
Yep, they're closed. I'm sorry. We'll have to get a drink in for you.
Yep. I didn't realize they closed.
Well,
That
is nice. I'm glad they get to do that. Because, you know, it's small town people. And not that town people or big town people is any different, but just...
they're not, yeah.
I just botched that big time. It sounded terrible. Oh,
Well, in bigger cities, there's more people, and you're going to find people
yes, that's exactly it.
that don't have stuff going on the weekends, and that will preferably work weekends. Small towns, it's a little harder to find that just because there's fewer people.
Willow Way, I think I said hello. Charlene says they're at 503. Cheapest diesel where Doug got is $5.17 at Kroger. Everywhere
McCall's
10-4. Yes, much better, except when you are goofing off, he says.
I don't goof off.
Us too. Something ate the leaves off my pole beans, so I put tulle over them to see if it helps. Oh, that's a great. That is great.
I've got a question though. What color of tulle?
He wants to make a tutu, so he needs to know what color you have, and if you have any left over.
How about purple? Does purple work better than pink? Use different colors of tulle and see which one works the best.
Need more space. I think most of us could say that. Weakest in dairy. Yeah, that's us. Well, I guess we're weakest in vegetables, but yeah.
We're weakest in grains.
In grains.
We
Flour.
grow a little flour corn or mint corn.
Yeah.
We grow a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And we do some potatoes and sweet potatoes for a starch.
Right.
Turnips, but we don't. Our weakest is grains and starches, I'd say.
Used flour for bug control. Yes, especially on our cabbages and stuff. Pretty strong in the meat production. Awesome. Doug and Shelly at his way.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, hang on. Especially rabbit, chicken production. Good.
So Doug, let me ask you, how do you do in fats and oil production? That's something I think we overlook sometimes, especially if you start cutting out some carbs. You need to make sure you've got the fats and oils. So how do you do in fats and oils production? And
Doug says he's pretty weak with the bees, but he's getting better.
Yeah, that's new for us, and I wouldn't say we're real strong there either. I didn't think about sugars. Bees is our focus for sugars right now.
Yeah.
We've got some friends that tap several varieties of trees and have bees, and that's their production. And him and I even discussed what sugar beets or sorghum would do, but it's not something we've done yet.
Right. I'm sorry if it's Charlene or Charlene. Says here at Cape Cod we grow a good-sized garden, fish, and go shell fishing, and try hard to stay out of the stores. Good job. Willow Way.
That's awesome. And
yeah.
If I had access to, if I was on a bay or in the ocean, something I would love to try to do is distilling my own salt.
No.
Cooking my own salt.
We have to stay away from the shellfish. I'm sorry. I hate it. I developed
You have to.
yeah, I developed the sensitivity. Weekend dairy, yeah. 9 acres weekend dairy. We're breaking up some. Hopefully it's better, Doug.
We just slipped through Opie, which is kind of bad.
Opie's a bad spot. Yeah, Deanna had to give up her rabbits. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Misplaced Country Girl says, as far as what I can do living in an apartment, good with basics, veggies, herbs, would like to do more in the fruits and berries. Totally understandable, but you're limited. And so that's totally understandable. But I think it's great.
Do what you can.
Yeah. I think that you're obviously doing the best you can.
And something I don't know if it works for you, but something you might also consider is like fishing and stuff like that, fishing and foraging. But that will give you some proteins, fishing will. And a lot of times, even in towns and cities, there's park ponds and little rivers and stuff where you can fish.
Evelyn says she's weakest in all areas, but she's just starting out. So strongest in veggies and fruits. We're proud of you for starting out, Evelyn. That's awesome.
And guys, I would consider that the beginning of a homesteading journey needs to be, for some people it is, and for some people it should be, is cooking from scratch.
Yep. Expanding your palate.
Yep.
Expanding your palate. Rock Ridge, Deanna says she wasn't picky. It was light. She thinks it's light teal.
Light teal, okay.
Eggs have a good amount of fats. Pigs will be a great source of fat as well.
That's one of our big oil sources and fat. And when you get cooking from scratch, you need an oil source. Our big oil sources is lard. We use lard a lot, but we also use butter since we have the milk cow.
Yeah.
Butter and lard are our main oil sources.
Oh, they eat the livers. Doug and them eat livers and hearts. Good. Willow Way taps trees for sugar and boil the fat down on cows for tallow. Yep.
Good.
Willow Way does not have bees, but they want them. Yeah, much better. Okay, yeah, it had to have been going through Opie.
Is it the Misplaced Country Girl? Or?
She goes fishing. She loves to fish. Yeah, I hope you like fishing.
And another thing I would say is that sometimes you can find a place in the city where you can keep some bees. Yeah. But the big thing, the friends of ours that are in a small town that homestead real big, they have neighbors that will let them tap their trees and stuff. So they tap walnut trees, they tap sycamore trees, and they tap maple trees.
She's in an apartment complex.
Okay.
Shelly's really good with gardening and doing really well with her herb garden. Awesome. I'm restarting mine, and hey, it ended up being a blessing, but the sheep got into my herb garden and ate everything down except for the sage. So that was really a blessing because they cleared it out really, really well. So it's ready for me to get in there and get my herbs replanted. Henriksen, all right, still here working on the video. Good. Thanks, Mitchell. Oh, it jumped again. Here we go. Oh, fishing. Did you say we're going fishing, Dale? It's Dale. 12 Stones Ranch. Hello.
12 Stones.
I love that name.
Is that like
Yes.
the altar that Elijah built, 12 stones?
It is. Yes.
That's amazing.
Hopefully in 5 to 6 years, me and my daughter will be buying something out in the country. That is an awesome goal. That's awesome. Wendy is Willow Way. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know. Sometimes I forget and I don't have my notebook with me. Charlene says we do all we can here on the Cape to help out the local farmers market. Yes, that's awesome. That is another source, guys, that people overlook. Hello from Nova Scotia. Hello, Wendy Benjamin.
Hello, New Scotland.
12 Stone says, hey, Lori.
I've never been to that part of Canada. I would like to go there one of these days.
Ooh, Doug says they just transferred a new swarm into their hive this morning, and they're back in bees.
Awesome.
We're prepping for a new hive, but Gary broke the handle. So, Devin. Oh, yes, Devin. Okay. Need dairy, want to make our own cheese and butter. Yeah, that's Doug. Yep.
Let me say that growing that stuff and having your own is not the only way to obtain it.
Right.
A lot of times, some of those things you're weak in is something you need to figure out how to barter for. Mm-hmm. And that's what we do a lot with our flour and stuff like that, is we barter for it. And so bartering needs to be in your list of skills, in your toolbox.
Yep.
Because the things you're weak in, you need to figure out how to barter for.
12 stones need subs so that they're almost to 100 sub, or not, excuse me. They need subs so that they can reach 100 to get their custom URL. I am tongue-tied today. I'm so sorry. 12 stones need subs so they can get to 100 and get their custom URL. Awesome. Misplaced Country Girl goes to the farmer's market every Saturday. Awesome. What does Gary think about oils?
Who's asking that?
Dale, 9 acre.
Are we still talking about food oils, or are we talking about motor oil?
Because food oils, we've got butter. Here we have butter, we have beef, and we have pork.
And I have an opinion on both, so I need to know which one you're talking about.
Misplaced Country Girl is at 52 subs, so we can everybody get out and sub to her. Food oils.
Food oils. I think that oils are an essential part of your diet. They help in brain development. They help in muscle development. They're part of, a lot of times, the reason people have joint pain is because they're not taking the right kinds of oils in. Oils and fats are extremely important in your diet. Animal oils, animal sourced fats, just straight up lard, tallow. What's the chicken one called? Schmaltz. Schmaltz, I think, is the right word. It's just rendered chicken fat and duck fat. Guys, those things are great sources of oils and fats in your diet. And in the 1980s, propaganda that was all going to give you a heart attack just simply is not true. And so an important source, animal sourced fats and animal sourced oils are extremely important in your diet. That being said, there are some vegetable sourced. Dairy butter is one of those animal sourced. It's animal sourced. So yeah, I was gonna say that again.
Butter doesn't eat grass.
Yeah.
You got so teased over that.
I did. But that being said, avocado oils, coconut oils, kind of pay attention to where your coconut oils come from, but those are really good sources too. Guys, the canola oil and the hydrogenated vegetable oil and some of that stuff is not real healthy for you, so you need to try to stay away from that. Don't do margarine, don't do oleo. That's a waste of your money and time. But
throw out the country crock. It's a crock.
We just like the buckets from it.
Yeah, we do like the buckets.
But coconut oil, avocado oil, and this morning I opened up a jar of something we've had for a while, walnut oil. And I used a little walnut oil to season my cast iron skillet because we were out of butter and lard. And then I got it going and put a piece of ham in it. But that walnut oil is from Hammond's Walnuts, and it was in a gift given to us for speaking at a conference. So, yeah, there's all kinds of sources for oil.
Okay, I'm going to go back to comments. Okay. Means Tuesday on my live, we will be giving away a painting. Oh, awesome. Misplaced Country Girl's giving away a painting she did. Awesome. Misplaced Country Girl saves all the fats that she cuts off of any meat and renders it down. Perfect. Great. Olive oil, good or bad? Olive oil's good. If you get the right, pay attention to your olive oils. But yeah.
Pay attention to your sources.
Pay attention to your sources. Hello, Beth. Beth Bench is in here. Oh, thank you, Charlene. Yes, butter is very expensive everywhere, Heather. Yep, it sure is. So. Okay. I thought I had a message, but it was one I'd already read. So I don't know how we're going to do this, guys, but we are at the parts store.
Just hand me your card and I'll go.
Oh, you can do, you know the number, right?
For anniversary?
Yeah. And then, oh, sorry guys, I dropped it. I'm trying to get the papers for stuff we just bought today. He's gotta take something back for a core chart.
We did love that.
Yes, it's right here at my feet. So here's this. There's a receipt here I'm getting for him. That's not it. That's not it. I just had it today. What is today's day? Oh, that's the core back. We had something. Ah, here it is. Here's today's. There's that, and then I got the other thing over here. Okay, sorry guys. Trying to get organized to get our core charge back on our brake pads, and then our brake caliper, and get all that lined out. Let's see. Land O'Lakes, real good butter. Awesome.
Can you set that caliper on top of this?
Yeah. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna have to sit you down for just a second. How about getting the door open? Hey, I'm back. Sorry. Woo, it turned around. Okay, sorry guys. I had to go open the door for him. But yeah, so we got all the parts he needed to take in. Oh, Henriksen Family Farm is at $3.99. Everything is better with butter. Yes. Be doing painter for the winter on video. Awesome. Charlene uses Land O'Lakes too. All right, Chuck. See you later. Y'all have a blessed evening. Oh, yes. Pray for Chuck. Lost a church member and good friend yesterday unexpectedly. All right. Let's pray for Chuck and Blenda and their church family. Father God, I lift Chuck and Blenda and their whole church family up to you, Lord, and the family of this church member and friend that went home to be with you, Lord. And Lord, I thank you that you are not surprised. You knew this was coming. Lord, I ask for comfort and peace for those that love this person. Lord, I thank you and praise you for the memories and for the friendship and love that they offer to those around them. Lord, I thank you and praise you in your son's name. Amen. Okay. Saying hi. Yes, we're all praying. Yep. So sorry, Chuck and Linda. So, Yeah, Gary made it into the store. I had to run and open the door for him too because he was carrying all that. But I try to keep all my receipts so if something has to go back. But the good things is the parts store have everything on record with all of the, the warranties and all that. But anyway, thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Evelyn. But yeah. Oh, Doug's back. Okay. It has been a busy week. It's going to be another busy week. But yes, there are lots of places to source your foods. Farmers market, bartering and trading with other folks, finding local farmers, traveling a bit, foraging or fishing and hunting. It's endless. It's endless ways to find food that doesn't, the grocery store for some folks is the only option they have, and that's understandable. Totally understandable. Oh, thank you. I just feel like, if someone has something it's on their heart and we need to pray for, we need to pray right then. Guys, if I say I'm praying for you, I'm praying for you. Sometimes I'm praying in my mind right then, but if I can, I will stop and pray. And usually I can. Usually there's hardly anything going on that I can't just, unless I'm driving, of course. But then, I can keep my eyes open and still pray. Yeah, start networking now for food. Yeah, I hope not, Doug. I'm praying not, but all of us need to be ready for whatever may come. Yeah. Yes, he does. Yeah, the Bible does tell us to pray without ceasing. Oh, 9 Acres, can't remember if they said hi to you or not, Barb. But yeah, bartering and trading. We need to be setting up networks. We need to know who around us can trade with us. We live in a great community where a lot of that is available. There will be some things that won't be, that may be difficult if things get as bad as some folks say. But I think that it's always a good thing to do what you can to build relationships. So, trying to eat your own stuff, Barb. Good. Yeah, we're struggling with this animal feed, and that's going to be our biggest struggle in the winter, especially. Everybody saying hi. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. I got too many things going. Oh, yeah. That's too bad. Yeah. I hope things can get worked out where it is what they're planning is. Some folks are planning is averted, that are planning for. Excuse me. But we do need to be prepared as best we can for some things. Barter your paintings. Good. Yeah. I trade soap. I trade lotion. We trade milk. We trade eggs. We do a lot of bartering. Yeah, we're going to struggle on animal food this winter. Yeah. But, last winter I traded for hay for butter, for eggs and milk and butter. And I plan on doing that again this year too. So, yeah. I hope that it is what it is, So, yeah. A friend of mine needs some chickens, and I have plenty of chickens, so I'm gonna take her some chickens. I had a lady that was supposed to come get some chickens, and she didn't show up, didn't contact me, so I guess, and that's okay. I did have a rooster killed the other day by a varmint. I don't know, just took his head off, and it was my beautiful Rhode Island red rooster. And so I don't know. Yeah, Barb, we're going to do our best. We're going to be prayerful, and yeah. I'm not a end of the world prepper or anything like that, but I am. We always prepared for Gary worked seasonally, and he has health issues, and I have health issues, so we always prepared for those. So we enjoy doing as much as we can for ourselves and bartering and trading and things. Yeah, I think that we're going to do the same. I think we are. Awesome. 100 pounds of fish. Awesome. Yep. Yeah. It may not be what we want. It may not be comfortable. But yeah. He will provide. So yeah. I lost. Yeah, we've been talking about gardens. I still have a bunch of peppers and tomatoes to get in. I still have some herbs to get in. Only twice a day. Yeah. But just watch your health and make sure that you're getting enough calories. That's my only concern with that. So Gary and I have health issues that wouldn't work with us. We actually have to eat several times a day with our health issues. Now, I probably need to. I can sure stand to use smaller portions when I'm eating, and that's probably going to be not necessarily for the prepping, just for my health. Yeah, and so be in prayer for me. I'm going to call the doctor's office tomorrow and continue some of the testing that needs to be done for me. So be in prayer for that. I'm hoping that it can be controlled with diet and just a lifestyle change, maybe just to tweak my lifestyle a little more. Those of you that may not know, I did have a trip to the emergency room in December for low blood pressure due to low sodium levels, and went to my doctor's nurse. I was only able to see the nurse practitioner, which I love her, Shannon. She does a great job, and so she was told me to study up on POTS, posterior orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. She could not diagnose me with that, but that has those symptoms. And so there was some things I could do, increase my salt levels, which I've done, sodium intake, my salt intake, which I have done, and it helps sometime, but some days I have no pep. I just cannot do. I can get, and so we're just gonna have to see. We're gonna go in and have some more. She wants to check out my thyroid to make sure everything's going there. She's concerned with that because of my mom's thyroid. My mom had thyroid issues, and because of my weight. As active as I am, but I've always been very active. I'm probably less active now than ever since I've been not feeling well. But and I'm still active beyond. But anyway, beyond what most people are. I can't say most people, but beyond what would be expected for a person my size. Anyway, that's what I meant by most people my size. But anyway, unless they have something going on with the thyroid. But so she's just going to run some other tests and check on some things. Misplaced Country Girl goes to the doctor for a checkup Wednesday. Oh, there we go. Oh, here comes Gary with an armload of tools. He's going to put them in the back. Okay. Yeah. Major food allergy when I eat. I feel you, Doug. I don't have to eat very much for that to happen. You have a hypothyroid, okay? Yeah. 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 Yeah, deal. But anyway, yeah, so I tire out more than I should. And it's kind of sad because last year and the year before I felt better than I've ever felt my whole entire life. And then now I'm struggling. So it's kind of, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure the Lord has something for me to learn in this, and I'm going to look for that. So are you ready for something to drink?
I'll get you something to drink.
I didn't know. I knew you said you were needing something. I'm not pressuring you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound that way. Miss Praise Country. So they're talking about having food allergies or sensitivities. They swell in the middle.
I'm allergic to the lack of food. if I have it long enough, I'll die from it.
The lack of food.
Yes.
So Barb, they have gone down to Gary. You really shouldn't drink and drive, Doug says. So
well, you know how it is with us. Yeah.
Gotta watch out for them pastors,
yeah.
And preachers.
Where would you like to drink from?
I don't care. Whatever sounds good to you.
Let's go head uptown.
Yeah.
Casey's.
Well, that sounds good. We can stop at Casey's and get some bottle of water or something. I drank all my water in my cup. I thought I was prepared, but I wasn't. But anyway, so some of the car lots are starting to fill back up with cars, older ones. Oh, Doug's going live at 6:30. Yeah, Deanna doesn't know how she's going to ship fish.
Who'd she ship a fish to?
Misplaced country girl. Yeah, that might be difficult to ship fish. I'm trying to get the phone over here where you can see Gary a little bit. At least see this. There. Oh, he's got a big old banana split. Holy cow! There's a guy next to us in the car eating a banana split. That's just not fair. Not cool, buddy. Not cool.
I need a drink, or we might have went through the Dairy Queen.
Yeah. I didn't see if it gave an arrow.
It never did.
Okay.
And they're not moving.
Now they are. Yeah, I'd wait.
Come on, guys. If you go.
He's a little impatient. Ooh-wee. Are you farting dust clouds over there? Dust clouds.
Get on the beaver. So dry and farting dust.
Pack it in dry ice, the fish.
I worked at a butcher shop in Wyoming where we butchered a lot of big game for people that were hunting, a lot of them out of state. And we packed some in big styrofoam coolers and dry ice and got it ready to ship. Now the guide actually went and shipped it, but we packaged it so he could ship it. And that's what we did, big styrofoam coolers and moving quilts and dry ice.
All right, I'm gonna read some more. Love being here with you today. I gotta go. Thanks, Charlene. Have a good week. Dale will take a small cookie dough blizzard. We're not going through Dairy Queen. I think it's closed on Sunday anyway.
No, we stopped there on
Oh, have we?
back from Topeka.
Oh, that's right. We did. Good night, Charlene. Okay. Freeze the fish in a solid block of ice and then pack it in dry ice. Awesome. That's what Doug says. But yeah. So cool. Now we're going to be fighting the sun the other way, guys. But
well, it's me. I'm so bright. My mama calls me son.
So it's in reverse. Now the sun will be will be on my side instead of his. Now it's directly behind us because we're headed east. But yeah. So we prayed for Chuck and Belinda and their church family.
Okay.
They had a church member and friend pass away suddenly Friday.
Sorry to hear.
So we prayed for them and their church family.
Awesome.
And so, yeah. Okay, Misplaced Country Girl is going to be right back. She's having barbecue. BRB.
BRB. Oh. I always think it's BBQ.
Yeah, be right back. She'll be right back. Cool. So Gary's going to, we get down here in a little bit. He's going to get us a drink, cold drink. You know, if you pull out in front of somebody, you really probably should go, not just kind of poke along. That abuela, it's probably an abuela.
Yes, it is, and I'm not gonna
No,
get too close to her.
She'll beat you with a
She'll
spoon.
beat me with a flip flop.
Okay.
The chancla will come flying.
Shelly is feeling much better now. And your son's better too. Awesome. Yes, I was going to ask you about Shelly and got sidetracked. Me and my ADD brain. Thank you, Doug. But yeah, so we are in Emporia, getting our parts and headed home. And Gary will work on the truck. I'll try to finish chores. I didn't get my milking stuff prepared for tonight, so I may just put it in the bucket. So we'll see. We'll see. And then we got to spend the morning. After dark, I have to catch chickens to take to Janice's, and then I'll pick up Nono, and
I have to get a load of wood delivered.
You got to get a load of wood delivered in the morning. We got busy stuff going, people. It's always busy on the homestead.
And I got to head to Missouri.
Then you got to go to Missouri. Busy, busy. But yeah. So, whew, I'm talked out. Are you talked out? I need a new subject, guys. What else can we talk about?
Talk the foods and oils and all that.
Yeah. Fats.
Yeah.
We talked about we're sourcing food.
Okay. What about bartering?
Yeah, we talked about bartering.
We talked about that. What about, have you guys made any good barters lately?
Anybody made any good barters lately?
I'll be right back. Oh, BBQ.
He's a mess. Oh, so the new SD card for your camera came. Awesome. Yeah, wave as you go by on your way to Missouri. Okay, I'll tell him. He went in the store for drink. Oh my gosh, Doug. Average airspeed of an unladen. Oh my gosh. Unladen. Of an unladen swallow. 25 miles an hour. I don't know. How did the farmer's market go? Farmer's market went very well. We sold a lot of stuff. We didn't make as much as we could have, that we have in the past, but we did okay. It was worth going. Met some new folks and did great there. And 9 Acre traded a fence for an IBC tote. Yep, that was good. Nope, wrong answer. 65 miles an hour. Not very fast when I hit them head on. I can tell you that. I don't know if it's swallows or what. I hit a bird the other day in my truck. It flew up, run into me. I hit a deer. I had a bad week for hitting things. And yeah, driving was not fun for me last week. So, but yeah. Wrong answer. African or European, all right. He is going near Waynesville. Goodness gracious. Hello, Jen and Steve. I want a couple IBC totes. Never enough time, though. Yep. Yep. Goodness gracious. Now I started the yawning. Yeah, IBC totes. We were given a few. And I use one to haul water. We've used one for a house for animals. Doug's got to go and get ready for their live. All right, see ya after a bit. Lived in Waynesville for a year. Were you in the military at Fort Leonard Wood? Oh, see, I don't watch Monty Python. I never did. Never watched Monty Python. See you later. God bless. Way south of y'all. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have everybody on, and it is catching. It is. So Gary's getting us a drink, and then we'll be on the road again. And he is great entertainment. I think I'm kind of boring. Gas is $4.69 a gallon at Casey's store in Emporia. Just so you know, at the Casey's gas station. Oh, youth chaplain at Fort Lost in the Woods. Yep. Yeah, they will be about 9 miles from the fort for the camp. Yeah. So, good times with Jen and Steve. So, Jen, Steve was the youth chaplain at Fort Lost in the Woods for a while.
I'm not too far from there.
No, I told him you were going to be at like 7 or 8, 9 miles from there. Yeah, so
You can hear it.
you can. And lots of planes come by, lots of helicopters.
Explosions.
Hear the explosions. In the year 2000.
That's way in the future, right?
2000? Yep. 2000.
I was a kid.
Yeah. We thought 2000 was forever. Yeah.
Where's my flying car?
Where's my flying car? Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Kaboom. Yep. Lots of kabooms. Lots of kabooms. Glasses back on. These things come on and off, on and off, on and off. Depends on where I hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
I never noticed one that the tailpipes come right out in the middle.
They do. Dual pipes right out the middle on that little car. But anyway, so we are headed back home. Put a wheel bearing back on a truck, or hub assembly back on a truck.
So that kid just would have said that.
Huh?
If he just would have said, "Oh yeah, that's what it is," they called him the first
He
time.
didn't though. He said it was speed. Yeah.
He would save me a whole lot of time.
Yeah. So when you went in there, they knew what you needed?
Well, since Paul had already ordered it on his commercial account, yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's aggravating.
So we got a little bit of a discount.
Well, that's nice. That's nice of Paul. We'll have to. Can't take them eggs. They got their own eggs.
Take him some milk.
Take him some milk.
Take him some beef.
Yeah, they'd love some beef. I bet they would love some beef. But yeah, so I can't believe this field. You won't be able to see it. Sorry. The field around here flooded, and the sun's so bright right now that you can't see. I can't really show you. But the fields have flooded, and now their corn is greening back up. So evidently it didn't flood enough to kill the corn. But yeah, very frustrating. Very frustrating when they tell you the wrong thing. But
You made it, and I'm gonna get the truck fixed tonight.
yep, we'll have the truck ready to get it going. I'll get chores done and get ready. And maybe by the time I get everybody fed, and it'll be time to milk. Then we gotta feed ourselves. I may put them in the oven. We have some steaks thawed out. I may put them in the oven so they can be cooking while we're working. Big thing will be not forgetting them. So yeah, we'll have steaks tonight and maybe some turnips. Maybe we'll put some turnips in around the steak and bake them in the oven. That's good. If you haven't had roast turnips, they're good. Corn can handle water better than soybeans. Have you seen, they're just now planting beans, right? Okay, that's why I haven't seen many bean fields. I sometimes struggle. The wheat's just now getting ready to harvest. It's just starting to ripen, totem golden.
Beans are just now starting to come up.
Okay.
Just little bitty. If they've got
planted
beans on their own. If it's after wheat beans are not in yet.
Okay. Okay, finish putting the water on, Jan says. So, yeah. We'll see what we can get done and get accomplished tonight. And in the early morning, I have to catch chickens for Janice. And, yeah. So, that'll be... Ooh, better set that cruise control, honey.
And the 6.0 will get up and move.
Oh, man. Deanna left her turnip greens and turnips in the fridge, so she texted her friend so that her friend could eat them. She left them on the farm.
Oh, no.
They're on the homestead, on the lake house. That's where it's at, the lake house. Sorry.
Did she get them from you?
No, grew them herself.
Grew them herself. Awesome.
Yeah. So that sun is bright. Bright.
Your sun is bright?
My sun is bright.
It is bright.
But that sun is bright too. Yeah, so you got to entertain us. I'm entertained out.
Okay. Well, what 9 acres say? I see that in the comment.
They're dreading going to do chores tonight with all the heat. Yeah, the house of the lake. Gather together. Sorry we're late. 13 rabbits. They butchered 13 rabbits.
Awesome. We used to raise a lot of rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
We had quite a few, and I just never could find a good market for them. And we got to where we were pretty tired of eating them. We got to where we just didn't care for them much anymore. And I didn't have a good market for them, and I couldn't see keeping rabbits that weren't producing. So we had gotten rid of all of them. But then we've gotten rabbits again.
Okay, I got to keep up with.
Gathered together. I don't know if this is Glenn or Jessica or which one of you it is, but do they have a way of getting a hold of you personally?
Yes.
Okay. Get a hold of Cindy and Glenn, get my number from her, and I want to talk to you about some things in September. Pick your brain and see what you think. We right now we're kind of almost in a limbo stage in our eating fresh out of the garden. Some of our salads started getting bitter. Our lettuces started getting bitter, so I pulled all of the iceberg and I pulled all of the ruby red and I pulled all of the Simpson and I fed it to rabbits yesterday. But our Paris Island is still doing pretty good.
No.
It's still not bitter yet. And the Nero kale or Nero cabbage or whatever we're calling it, it is still doing great. I think it's going to go well into the summer.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Glenn says that they enjoy the rabbits, but they sell them as trios and as pets to people, and they go very fast at $20 each.
Yeah, we sold some as pets. I had a pet store that bought all their rabbits off of me, but they were only selling like 15 rabbits a year. So we just couldn't move enough of them. I'd like to be able to have that kind of market like you guys do. That's awesome.
ducks. We had some people yesterday wanting processed ducks. I forgot about ducks, and there's quite a bit of fat on a duck. Red dirt.
It is.
Fat.
There it is.
So yeah, we have not eaten much duck. We raised some ducks for Grandma. We used to raise ducks and sell the chicks. The chicks made us a lot of money, and then we processed one for Grandma at Thanksgiving. Grandma Adkins would make duck dressing, and yeah, it was amazing. Glenn said they had to stop selling so that they could actually put some in the freezer.
That's cool. I'm glad you've got that kind of market.
We ate so many rabbits. We got tired of rabbit. Very tired of rabbit.
That was before we were on the place we are now, and we didn't have quite the meat production and other.
Yeah, we're going to go through Opie again, so it may get a little dicey on the connection again. But we are making good time tonight. It's since we started our lives at Paul's house, and we've gone and picked up parts, gotten a drink, and we're headed back home.
Yeah, we've had to just kind of had that day. I did this morning, and I said I'm not going to get in a hurry to get going. We took our time to get going this morning. Kind of sat around, watched some videos, and enjoyed each other's company. Ate some breakfast.
Yep.
Had a third cup of coffee. And a second one too. Sometimes I go straight to the third one, skip.
Yeah, the big town of Opie, thriving metropolis.
Yeah, there's the chicken house.
Yep. It's closed on Sundays and Mondays.
And Tuesdays.
And Tuesdays. Probably can't help time.
Yeah, finding help. One of the guys I work with in the cabinet shop leaves the cabinet shop at 11 to go work in the chicken house.
Yeah. Good night, Willoway. All right, so Willoway's leaving to get. They got to get ready for their live. Doug and Shelly are live.
Checking them out.
Yep, and
We still got quite a few people in here.
16.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going a little bit.
Okay.
I guess.
Yep.
I guess.
I'm fine with me. And yeah, I got some chiggers.
Uh-oh.
I got into the chiggers. Oh, Joe Serrano. Hello, Joe.
Yeah.
Cloudy day. It's not that cloudy. It's super bright. Joe's hoping for some rain. We've had enough rain for now. Oh, Deanna said she got one broccoli floret. She doesn't think she'll be a broccoli farmer. Yeah.
Our broccoli's a little behind.
It is behind. It's doing really well in the raised bed, but I don't know what this week will bring with the temperatures rising, and we're supposed to have a break in the moisture. I'm not sure how it's gonna do, but maybe.
A couple of years ago, we had broccoli and we planted it fairly early, and we cut the big heads off of it, and then I just didn't bother to tear it out, and we just kind of left it there, and it kept getting enough water, and it barely survived through the summer. And then in the fall, it started putting the little florets off to the side, and we had broccoli plumb into like December. We could go pick a bowl full of those little floret heads, and that's when Hannah and you and I got to making the broccoli cheese soup.
Yep.
And yeah, that broccoli amazed me, and I always wanted to do that again.
I need to eat more garlic to keep the chiggers away. I'd probably keep Gary away too, you think?
No, I like garlic.
Oh man. Yeah.
We eat garlic together. That wheat's getting ripe.
Yeah, the wheat fields are golden with a little bit of green.
Yep. Still got a little ways to go. Talked to a guy yesterday that's got turkey red planted, and he says it's just starting to get lighter. It's not really browning yet, but it's just starting to change color on it.
Chiggers are tiny little bitty bugs that bore into your skin, and they're a little parasite. I don't know, they're just a tiny little bitty bug. You have to have a microscope to see them most of the time.
They come from DC.
Yeah, they're just a little bitty bug parasite that they live in grass, and they like to get on animals and they feast on their blood. a mite. They're a mite. Barb says they're a mite. They're...
Like the one on the chicken's butt?
Dale says it doesn't work to keep Nano away from him. Itchy, yep. So I'll get home and put some coconut oil on and smother them. Yeah. Jan says they planted so late that their stuff is just starting to come on. I understand, Jan. We're way behind. Way behind.
We've got squash that's just almost ready, and I hope we're eating the squash good by the time the greens are about done.
Yeah.
That's kind of something you got to figure when you're really trying to live off your gardens and stuff, is the seasons.
Yeah.
You need to get all the seasons you can and be able to put stuff away for the season you're not going to get anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be time for me to make zucchini bread, and I need to start making my breads this week to go to the farmer's market. They sell really, really well.
Oh, excuse me.
And people really enjoy the home baked goods. But yeah, so we're gonna just have to see what kind of time I get too. I do have to make some lotion bars. Is something going on at Jackson's?
I don't think so.
Okay. The way you slowed down and looked, I thought something was wrong.
We had a really good farmer's market Saturday. We did. And there was a wheat meal. A guy showed up.
Yep.
With a little stone grind wheat meal or flour mill off an old Johnny Popper tractor. And he showed up and he ground a little wheat, and they had wheat for sale. Rain Crow Orchards and Farms in Melbourne, Kansas, and it was really neat. They were a new vendor. We're getting several new vendors at our farmers market.
Do we have a chayote vine? CHAYOTE vine.
That Joe Serrano asked me.
Yes.
No, I think we're too far north for that. I've heard of that down into Texas, but I don't know that we have it up here. And I really don't know for sure what it is, but I have seen that name about some stuff that was from South Texas.
Jan says to tell you about the fish that the boss caught.
Oh yeah?
I missed it, Jan. You're gonna have to tell me again.
What Kevin catch?
I forgot. I'm off, and yeah. You'll have to tell us, Jan. My mind is not coordinating tonight. I think he caught a big catfish last week.
Catfish?
I think so. Was it a catfish or I don't remember. I've gotten my fish stories mixed up. Jan, I've got my fish stories mixed up.
Let's make one up.
We can make. He caught a fish so big it swallowed his whole leg.
No way.
All right, Dale and Lisa, y'all have fun doing chores.
What I heard was Kevin was fishing and he wasn't catching anything, and then Jan felt sorry for him and baited his hook, and all of a sudden he caught the biggest fish he'd ever caught. Because they like things that are sweet, right, Jan?
Okay, he caught a 2.7 pound largemouth bass.
Awesome. Awesome. That's a nice largemouth.
And crappies, LOL.
And a crappie that big? That's a big crappie. Huge.
Jen liked your story.
Did you like my story?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a fish story. You can make it up. Everybody knows you're lying when you start talking about fishing anyways. I gotta take a handful of tools back to Paul when I get everything back together.
Oh, I've got the yawns already tonight. Whew. Yawning, yawning, yawning. The crappie was last week.
Oh, cool. I like crappie. They're one of my favorite fish to eat. Crappie and bluegill are amazing to eat. They're like fish.
You want it colder? Oh, you're turning the fan off.
Turn the fan down.
I thought he was turning the air conditioner down.
No, that's the button to make it colder.
Okay.
This one turns the fan.
Caught 9 crappie last week.
Awesome.
He likes crappie. I like crappie. He's about decided not to take me fishing with him no more because I outfish him. I may not have caught as many as he did, but I caught bigger ones.
Their crappie was sure bigger than any crappie I caught. That's for sure.
Oh, me. So we just passed the thriving metropolis of Madison. So we'll be home in a few minutes. Yeah. So we are doing our chicken processing class on the 2nd of July.
Yes.
I've got to get that out some more. Though a 9-acre family farm, 3 of them are coming to help. And
yeah, so there's a chicken processing class at our place, July 2nd.
July 2nd. Awesome. Jan just sent me a picture. I just got the picture of the fish. Here's the picture of the fish.
Oh,
Look
cool.
at that. Isn't that cool? Okay.
Amazing.
Let me go back to the
Live.
now. There we go. Now I'm back to the live. You guys got it? All right. So. Oh. Deanna said that they love crappie, but no luck. Crappie's the major fish found in Lake Powell. Gary's right. Crappies are good.
Yeah.
Bye, Barb.
Yeah, crappie are amazing. So are bluegill.
All right. See you later, Mitchell. Hendrickson Family Farm's got to go.
I really like sandies. Some people don't like sandies, but I like sandies. Sandies are also known as white bass, sand bass, or white bass. It's the same fish. Grew up calling them sandies, but they've got a little dark strip in the middle of the fillet. If you'll cut that out, the rest of that white meat is really, really good. And the nice thing about sandies is when you get into them, you can catch a bunch of them. They're a school predator fish, and in the springs they'll run and you can catch a bunch of them at once.
thought that was our neighbor, but it wasn't. But I waved anyway.
It's Greenwood County. Wave and then figure out who it is later.
That's right. That's right. So Alan the bull, I forgot to tell y'all, Alan the bull went home to Circle 7 Farms.
He went south.
He went south for the winter. No, he went south for the winter, summer. But anyway, he went home to his farm. So hopefully we will be having some calves. White bass are good. Stockton Dam has a lot of them. Cool. White bass are so much fun to catch, Deanna says.
Yes, they are. They are a blast to catch. Put 2 jigs on the line and when you start catching the sandies, and one will hit it, and then it'll move the other jig around so much that you'll catch 2 at once.
All right, home again, home again. So, got a duck cleaning up feed, spilt feed. Does that mean some feed came today?
No, that's probably what I spilled dumping it out of the barrels yesterday, getting the last bit of it.
All right.
I doubt the bucket would still be on top.
Okay. Well, y'all, I think we're gonna have to get going and get our chores done and get our stuff done. Never tried it, but just told Mike. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Well, we're gonna have to get going. Thank y'all so much for coming in, and remember, God made you special,
and He loves you very much.
Do we guys? Do we catch catfish? Sometimes, Joe. Sometimes we catch catfish.
We like catfish.
Yep. All right, y'all. Good night. Thanks for coming in and joining us.